One brick, one miss, rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way, the wrong way. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders.
Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Another carry for him. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that means 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. Across the 45 and still going. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Williams coming in motion right. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up. They give it to him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Option give here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And this one doesn't go far. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
From the 45 on second down. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his target, it's Baker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming. They'll try and throw it here. On the move, headed, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders going field goal here. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. Completed to Reynolds. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Play action on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hits his running back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Andrew and Cooper there to make this stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. First down read option. He keeps it running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
It's caught. Ferguson. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. He'll get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Here's a handoff up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well. New set of downs for him at the 38. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. It's taken in by Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw it again. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much. So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll run here on 1st down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And that one's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him on the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back, it's the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the well again. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Pass play coming here. Looking for a target. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Connecting on the slant. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing off the play fake here. Cut near the goal line. And he gets the first just before he's tackled. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. It's second and goal. Going ground game again here. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints, as that promises to be a tight one. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the LA Rams. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another carry for him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down.
And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Mano-a-mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
Trying again, following the sack. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Complete beyond the marker. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time where he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 3rd and just 2 to go. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
False start, offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him on the crossing route. Now he's past the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the 2nd half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They toss it right. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They go play action on first. Brought in inside the 20. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's got it on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, it certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Handoff now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. The Commanders going down here to defend this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. On the move, past the 40. he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the third. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it an 18-point game.
34. Cowboys 16.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets a small chuck there before he's touched down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys 39-yard line.
They go play action here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to the air here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
They'll try and punch it in. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Back to throw, needs the end zone. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Commanders set to take over. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 22 on second down. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Room to work at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion left. They give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tack on 7 more to their lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys' offense now headed back to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Ferguson's got it, complete. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. It's caught, Ferguson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Throw left is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on 1st down. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.